dissolve in quiet streams, folding into broken dreams. Constellations fade from sight, leaving only endless night. Cold horizon painted gray, four soft chords begin to sway. Your voice lingers in the lake, like signals drifting far away. Snare tails stretching through the dark, subtle tremors in my heart. Kick drum steady, deep and wide, holding what I try. exhale and slowly cease, leaving traces of release. Static fades but still remains, echoed softly in our veins. Silence in my veins, soft distortion in refrains. Your reflection fades away through the echoes of delay. Minimal but sharp and tight, hi-hats cutting through the night, sub-bass rolling underneath like a truth beneath my teeth. Feel the afterlife pulse beating through the dark. Every memory convulsed, leaving just a guitar lines in silver air, reverb heavy everywhere. Snare and tail blooming slow and wide, carrying the undertide. If we vanish in the sound, would we ever be unbound in the rhythm's quiet trust, turning longing into dust? Feel the afterlife pulse beating through the dark. Every memory convulsed, leaving just a spark. Paths collapsing, fading hue. All the afterlight we knew. Pulses slowing, almost gone. Still the night goes on minor skies above my head, words we never truly said. We are midnight currents flowing under quiet skin, carried by the undertow of everything we've been. drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Undersolved into right. We drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Paths dissolve in silver blue. Every echo leads to you. Aurora fades but leaves the trace of quiet love in open space. Shifting shadows cross the floor. Filtered scent begins to roar. Soft but heavy in its tone, like a truth we've never shown. Kick drum beating like a heart.
We're crossing ground.
promises we couldn't keep. Gravity begins to fade in the chords that we replayed. Neon skies and minor shades, memories and layaways. Your breath trembles through delay, like something I can't push away. Snare expanding in the air, heavy reverb everywhere. Kick drum grounding every doubt, while my thoughts keep drifting out. In the distant glow we stay, half the night and half in day. Every heartbeat softly flows where the quiet current goes. Baseline warm beneath the floor, opens every hidden door. Hi-hats ticking silver light, keeping everything inside. If the sound becomes our home, would we ever feel alone in this pulsing afterglow, where the silent feelings grow? In the distant glow we stay, half the night and half in day. Every heartbeat softly flows where the quiet current goes. Patch dissolve in silver air, leaving fragments everywhere. Distant glow begins to fade, but the rhythm always stays. in quiet streams, folding into broken dreams. Constellations fade from sight, leaving only endless night. Cold horizon painted gray, four soft chords begin to sway. Your voice lingers in the lake, like signals drifting far away. Snare tails stretching through the dark, subtle tremors in my heart. Kick drum steady, deep and wide, holding what I of release. Static fades but still remains, echoed softly in our veins. Shadows ripple on the wall. Filtered scent begins to call. Your reflection moves in time through a four-chord minor line. Kick drum steady, breathing low. Trip hop rhythm starts to grow. Bass beneath the fragile tone makes the emptiness feel known. We are midnight currents flowing under quiet skin, carried by the undertow of everything we've been. Guitar echoes drift apart, tracing circles round my heart. Hi-hats shimmer soft and tight, guiding pulses through the night. If we sink into the sound, would we finally be found in the space between the waves, where silence softly saves? We are midnight currents flowing under quiet skin, carried by the undertow of everything we've been. Sidechain breathing slow and wide, patch collapsing with the tide. Midnight currents pulling through, every note still leads to you. Soft distortion in the rain, soft star whispering your name. Guitar trembles clean and bright, painting silver through the night. Hi-hats ticking like a clock, time dissolves with every knock. Bass below me warm and deep, secrets that we never keep. On the velvet horizon we drift, but we don't break. In this quiet collision we bend, but never shake. sky, electric whispers passing by. Your breath trembles in the dark, like fading embers of a spark. Kick drum steady, deep and low. Hi-hat shimmer, soft and slow. Sub-bass warm in every line, holding on to what was mine. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless delayed guitar begins to cry, stretching tones that never die. Snare tail blooming wide and long, carrying this fragile song. If the sky would fall apart, would it land inside my heart? Sidechain breaths that rise and fall like shadows dancing on the wall. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Paths dissolve in silver blue. Every echo leads to you. Aurora fades but leaves the trace of quiet love in open space. Shifting shadows cross the floor. Filtered scent begins to roar. Soft but heavy in its tone, like a truth we've never shown. Kick drum beating like a heart. Expand we couldn't keep. Gravity begins to fade in the chords that we replayed. Bassline warm beneath the floor opens every hidden door. Hi-hats ticking silver light, keeping everything in sight. If the sound